Konnichiwa and kalispera from Greece. It's your boy Kner, or Sevos, or whatever you want to call me. I'm here with my friend Luffy, Gear 5, which I got from Japan from our recent trip to Japan. Yes, we went there for our honeymoon. Yes, I got married. And yes, I wanted to make this damn video for like many months. I'm recording now. I don't know when I will be able to upload it, but I want to share some things with you of our trip in Japan. So this summer we went to Japan. A dream destination for everyone that likes games, art, anime, culture, history, everything. Honestly, I never thought I'd be able to make this journey. And even now it feels like a dream, like it didn't really happen. We were in Japan for 15 days and our trip looked like this. 3 days in Tokyo, 1 day in Hakone, 4 days in Takayama with a day trip to Shirakawago, 5 days in Kyoto with a day trip to Shigaraki, and 2 more days back in Tokyo. As I was putting this video together, I realized that it was gonna be very long, so I decided to break it up into parts. And today, we're gonna talk about the first big part of our trip, which is Tokyo. So let's get into it and let me share everything that I saw there. On day 1, we kicked things off by visiting one of my all-time favorite spots, Akihabara. For those of you who don't know, Akihabara is basically a geek heaven. Endless shops filled with anime, gaming merch, figures, gacha machines, arcades, manga, you name it. You could easily spend days here and still not see everything. It's a paradise for collectors and gamers alike, and while not everything is cheap, because rare games and consoles can cost a pretty penny, it's hard to walk away empty-handed. I mean, they even have automatic vending machines for everyone, even for trading card games. It's insane. After soaking up the electric atmosphere, we decided to relax at the cat cafe. While the experience was cute, it left us with mixed feelings because the cats seemed more interested in treats than people, and at one point an employee actually woke up the cats from their afternoon naps to make them interact with customers, like, hey, go please the customers, wake up, which felt weird. So yeah, mixed feelings, although the cats were really cute. Day 1 ended with us wandering back to Higashi-Kanda in search of food. We tried eel for the first time and it was surprisingly delicious. Oh, and fun fact, this was the day Japan's meteorological agency issued its first ever mega quake warning. That made the rest of the trip a little more nerve-wracking, but thankfully nothing happened. Day 2 started with us skipping the hotel breakfast because we didn't like it at all, and stumbling upon Goodies breakfast in Chuo City. Let me tell you, they had the best pancakes I've ever eaten in my life. If you're ever near Higashi Nihonbashi area, please go there, trust me. After that, we visited Sensoji, the oldest Buddhist temple in Tokyo. It was incredibly hot and crowded, but once you approached the praying area, everything felt calm and peaceful, which is weird, but it really was. We also picked up our Goshuin books here, a must thing you can get for temple visits in Japan. So a Shuin or Goshuin is a seal stamp given to worshippers and visitors in pretty much all temples and shrines in Japan. You give them a small donation around 500 yen and they draw a calligraphy seal in your book as a proof that you visited the temple. Sometimes they even do it in front of you, which is amazing to watch. Later we decided to visit the biggest Shinto shrine in Tokyo, Meiji Jingu, located inside a gigantic park. After many mosquito bites and the tons of sweat, we made it there, admired the peaceful yet crowded again scenery, got our Goshuins and headed to find something to eat for lunch. After some time, we stumbled at Ichiran Ramen in Harajuku, and my life changed forever. Listen, before visiting Japan, I hadn't eaten ramen, and I thought I wouldn't like it at all because the noodles might be soaked and I had it in my mind somewhat icky. But I tried it and it's the best food ever. It's literally now my new favorite food. I mean, it's amazing. I really love it. Ichiran didn't even have the best ramen we've eaten in Japan, but it was so tasty, I instantly fell in love with ramen. I was literally searching a new place to eat ramen every day. Another fun thing was the way that you ordered your food in Ichiran. You make your order in an automated vending machine outside the restaurant, and soon enough, an employee will come to accompany you to your seat. And the weird but also very nice thing Ichiran offered was that you could eat alone in quiet. What do I mean by that? At your seat, there would be isolating wooden panels left and right so you can eat in peace if you're alone. But they could also be removed if you're with company and want to enjoy a meal together. Also, the communication with the waiter was minimal, but could be done with already printed requests in both English and Japanese. It was a very interesting place and I would visit it again. After the food, we wandered in Harajuku and ended up in Shibuya Scramble Crossing. It is famous for being maybe the busiest and most populated crosswalk on the planet. And yes, the rumors were pretty much true. We also get to see the statue of Hachiko there. After this tiring day, we returned to our hotel for some rest and prepare for day 3. For our final day in Tokyo, we took things a little slower. We went straight to Goodies for the delicious pancakes, and I actually ate way more than I could digest. With a lot of maple syrup, and let's say I took an Imperial dump when we visited the Imperial Gardens later that day. And I would do that again, they were so tasty. We visited the Imperial Gardens and Park Ueno that day. We were trying to stay in large parks the whole day because we were still scared that a big earthquake might happen, so we thought the safest place to be would be in an open park. But the thing in Tokyo is that even when being in these large parks, you are always surrounded by huge buildings, so that didn't help to make us feel at ease. What did help, you ask? Tonkatsu. Tonkatsu is a Japanese dish that consists of breaded deep-fried pork cutlet which was served to us almost raw, and we had to fry it ourselves on a small cornrow grill, which was amazing. Damn, the food in this country is so tasty. I swear it has something for everyone, even if you don't eat meat, if you don't eat fish, I don't know, if you eat only tofu, only vegetables, it has something for everyone. After a long day on wandering through parks and eating amazing food, we packed up and prepared for our next destination, Hakone. Stay tuned for the next part of the trip where we'll be visiting Hakone, Takayama and the stunning village of Shirakawago, possibly the most beautiful village I've ever seen. Thank you very much for staying until this point, and I know this is not the usual videos I do, but the trip to Japan was truly an unforgettable experience and I thought it would be cool to make a video about it. I've been trying to make this video like for 3-4 months and it's only part 1, and I don't know, I hope the first part will kickstart the courage in me to work on the second and third part and get back to you. I mean, I have so many things I would like to share but don't have the time I would want to, and yeah, I don't have the free time that I would want to talk about things, share new artworks, new projects that I've been working on. But anyway, thanks for being here. Bye bye.